Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. Talking to you once again, about the Charlie Kirk incident, let's call it that. Now you ask yourself, why would a real estate guy from the island of Maui be talking about this subject? Well, number one, we had the three-letter agencies here back during the Lahaina fire, and we saw a lot of the similar kind of behaviors, lies being told, cover-ups happening, all for some kind of ulterior motive, which we don't totally fully understand yet. But I'm hoping the Charlie Kirk incident will help shed light on the Lahaina fires, because we have Tulsi Gabbard in office. Obviously, she used to represent West Maui, and I'm hoping that as the truth of Charlie Kirk is revealed, we'll get some truth and get some help here for the Lahaina fire survivors. There's still business owners that have not been able to even rebuild or get a permit to start rebuilding their business, and we're more than 2 years after the fire. So please share this video if you know of anybody that can help bring attention back to what happened here on Maui. But let's talk about what happened with Charlie Kirk and why I absolutely believe it's not true, in the sense that he is still alive. He did not get killed, murdered, shot, assassinated, martyred. None of that happened. So the reasons for this conclusion I've come to is, number one, I feel like right now the burden of proof is actually on them to prove to us, the American people, that it actually happened. What we've received so far is 4, in my opinion, doctored videos, because there's definitely evidence of things that don't make sense, chairs that are moving through tables, moving the wrong direction. You have images that have been blurred out in certain of those videos and images that weren't blurred out in other videos. So to conclude that this happened based on 4 videos that they purposely leaked, and after all, you're not supposed to be able to see graphic images and snuff videos like that on the internet. Usually that's on the dark internet and they're banned immediately, but they specifically blasted out all of these clips of Charlie Kirk supposedly being shot on September 10th. I don't believe those videos, and I believe we deserve additional proof. So this case could be easily proven and solved if they simply provided us 3 things. The bullet, which they say they've recovered, that's supposedly Charlie's next stop, which I think is absolutely impossible, especially if they're saying it's a 30-06. Number 2, but show us the bullet. Number 2, there was cameras, because there's always cameras filming Charlie from the front and from the back. And yesterday I shared a video of them removing that camera within 3 minutes of the shooting. The crime scene was not secured. There was no police tape around it, even though Charlie's own staff already were carrying rolls of police tape directly after the fire, which is super sus in my opinion. And the third thing is, they could give us an autopsy report, which supposedly the autopsy was not ordered, has not been ordered. We've even heard rumors that his organs were donated. Again, that's unsubstantiated. But recently it was also leaked that Tyler has never even stepped foot on the campus. There's a video of him eating at the Dairy Queen, within what, an hour and a half of the shooting, when supposedly he was on his way back to Utah, southern Utah. So there's so many things in this case that don't make sense. We're gonna cover some more of those items, because I'd like to give you just sort of a summary of how it is that I came to this conclusion, and I can't believe that more people haven't. Let's talk about the position of the shooter. The position of the shooter, the geometry of the shot does not make any sense. Everyone can tell the impact is coming, hitting Charlie from the right to the left, pushing him this direction. His shirt blows up basically in the front and the back almost simultaneously. They're calling this an entrance wound when it looks like an exit wound. And the trajectory, if this is an entrance wound, then there would be an exit wound. But if this was the entrance wound, then it doesn't line up with where the shooter was supposedly on that building. Also, why is it that the videos that we've seen of the shooter up on the building, there should be surveillance video of him climbing up on the building, entering the campus, walking around with this broken down rifle supposedly, but if you break down a 30-06 rifle, you still can't walk around with it. You can't fit it in a backpack. You can't walk, normally with it in your legs, in your pants. It just doesn't work. And other YouTubers have made these videos that the whole 30-06 thing is absolutely impossible. Yet that is the story that the FBI is apparently sticking with, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Also, there's multiple people that have said that it sounded like firecrackers. If a 30-06 goes off, it sounds like a cannon, and the entire crowd would have ducked and would have looked in that direction. But you can tell Many people did not even flinch. I've shot a 30-06 most of my life. It was my first hunting rifle, and I've taken dozens of game with it, and I've seen the destruction that that round can do, and I've felt the kick, I've seen the boom, and nothing about this shot seemed to me to be a 30-06. Then you have the supposed text messages that were sent where where Tyler Robinson refers to his vehicle. I mean, nobody says that. Everyone says my car. So there's certain, and who would confess to the entire thing in a series of text messages? Nobody would do that. Of course not. So it makes absolutely no sense, the story that they're feeding us right now about the supposedly Tyler shooting Charlie Kirk. And I'm going to say, until we have proof from the government that he is in fact dead, I don't believe that we should believe it, because so far the normal evidence has not been submitted to the American people. In the state of Utah, you have to do an autopsy if there is a suspicious death of any kind. You must do an autopsy. They can't just circumvent Utah law. That's impossible, right? You would think, because ultimately it looks like there was no crime. If there was a crime, how is it possible that they've already paved over the crime scene? Normally that would be taped off, cordoned off. They would be studying and looking for the bullet. They wouldn't just be paving over the entire area. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what happened there that day. Are you believing it? Because honestly, when I took a stand a few days ago and I said the whole thing's a hoax, I still believe Charlie Kirk is alive. I felt like I was definitely on the fringes of people's opinion. But the more that I'm reading the comments from other videos and other videos that are coming out right now, that's becoming slowly, I think, more of the consensus. So hopefully America is waking up. There's a possibility that they're doing this, according to Phil Godlewski, who I recently reposted his video, that they're doing this simply because they want to show the American people that these operations exist. If someone needs to get exited because they work for the federal government, the CIA can exit people. They can put them into witness protection. And ultimately they're going to come out and ultimately reveal that to us, but hopefully also reveal all the other sketchy things the CIA has done over the years, lying to the American public about the RFK assassination, the JFK assassination, 9/11, the moon landing, and of course,